We got more work to do today, so I'm back. Why do you always get two? But welcome back anyway. Do you get the Modstream ping? Is that why? Oh, I see. I know, I think Rimtech does the same thing, actually. Funnily enough. So we're pretty much picking off exactly where we left off earlier. With slightly more coughing, I guess. Let's see if we can import these the way I think we can. This band messed with the time signatures. Alright, cool. I feel like I do have tiles to blend the midsection of this, but I couldn't find them anywhere. So at some point I'll just have to make some myself. Or bully DF into making them for me. Speaking of DF, I'm sure he'll be here at some point. We don't have to play around with this at all in the next one. We just make it all the same tile. Wait. I don't get that one. Odd. Todd. Destroyed. Alright, I think I got them all. Oh. Just kidding. Didn't get these two. Now there was something I had to fix up here. Those. But then, no, it wasn't this one. There was another one that just had this, where it shouldn't have had them. So what is the second notification menu? Was that a mixer notification or something? Oh, never mind. I just realized. It's because my second message in there is the Modstream ping itself. You get pinged by the Modstream ping, but you also get pinged by everything else. So it's a little less special. Alright. Much easier. See. Yeah. I gotta get on that, dude. Well, I assume this is all good anyway. I know, it's a dangerous assumption to be making. And I think it's fine. I imported them in a different order this time, which is why they're fucked up. Or why this one's fucked up. There you go. Voila. So yeah, I was gonna mess around with force tiling it earlier, but it doesn't make that much sense to me. Excuse me. Oh boy, pizza. You know what they say. Excuse me. Sorry about the cough. Can't do anything about it, unfortunately. Wow. I definitely didn't expect to read that message. I'm sure you weren't expecting to receive that gift either. Alright. Ow.
This record is concerned with telling you and letting you hear something about what jazz is. Not in a music lesson way, but something about what jazz sounds like, and why it sounds that way, and about some of the many people who played it and are playing it today. So it seems a good idea to begin by letting you hear these two sounds.
Oh, you bought it. Oh, okay. So it wasn't a present then. Or was it a present to yourself? Okay. Now we've gotten somewhere. Not quite sure where, but it's somewhere. Good to know I completely fucked this up somehow. Oh, you know what? I did not check the height level of this. There we go. Fix that right up. And now we are in business. We have ourselves some asphalt. Obviously, there's two very clear terrain blocks in this. There's here, and there's here. And then, of course, we need the tiling stuff for that ramp. But it's functional. What? Why did that take so long? Have a good night. My man is Lowell. All right. There we go. Beautiful.
Open your minds, your hearts, your very souls, good people. Open your minds, your hearts, your very souls, good people, to what you are going to see and hear.
Let's see who's on Steam right now. Maybe we can do an impromptu game night. Balefal's working on Blender, apparently. Oh, he's snoozing. Let's go look for some maps. That'll be productive. I feel like this one's probably a good bit. It's a pretty big map. I wish map making was as simple in CSGO as it was in Brood War. Or it is in Brood War. What are you doing? Come on. And tomorrow I'm going to be working, so I won't be streaming at this hour. And I'll be streaming. The only stream I'll be doing is a mod stream. Alright, Room Tech. I won't turn it on because you have to be studying. Get out of here. Yeah. Oh, that was odd timing on the fucking music right there. Alright, we'll get your game started. T-Foche. T-Foche. T is for Tony. Did I ever get an explanation as to what the fuck was up with TF, by the way? DF and TF. I don't think I ever did. Hey, look, you are here, Rimtech. Check that out. Annihilated. No. Dude, you're dancing around me. Bot? Fuck. Well, every other username you're using does not, so.
Bye.
Bye, Rafa. Yeah, that's true. But I didn't even know that. That was distinct. I didn't pay any attention to that. Look at you. You joined the wrong team. You and Hoop Thrower are a disgrace. Hostages cannot be rescued during warm-up. Fuck. Dude, look at the roster. They got Alexander, Hoop Thrower, and Rimtech. This is a disaster. Trying to knife Alexander. Get him back for all those bad things he did to me.
Hey, man.
Yeah, above you. Iga EE. I don't know what that means. It's already working. Hey, you can't throw your pistol like that. What's wrong with you? You G'd him. Buy a gun. What is he doing? Oh, okay. What the fuck? I should switch over to my game capture. There you go. Annihilated. Get him. Yeah, you gotta buy quick, bro. Be quick or be dead. Don't forget armor. There's more over there. Take that gun. You'll like it. It's all shiny. What the fuck? You dropped my gun, boy. It's silenced. God damn it. You took the silencer off?
Kill yourself.
There we go. I like that. Hell yeah. Oh, okay. What happened to you? I didn't even see you die. Exactly. Sorry, dude, I got a Mag 7. That's a shotgun. You're only accurate with that if you're not moving around. Okay, bye. This is not going up very well. We need to call in some reinforcements. Yeah, they're pretty good. Get a FAMAS, dude. It's French. It's like Ricky. It's in rifles. Oh, okay, that works too. Yeah, we're just playing a quick bot game. I've taken the liberty of renaming them all into stupid things. Alright, boys. I also tweaked their stats so that they're a little bit different. There's one over here. Far back. He's got an automatic weapon. Be careful. I'm flanking him. There's a bunch of people upper. Ah! The guy with the falling Negev headshot. I love it. It's okay. I bought a sniper rifle. We got this. Ready to watch some professional gameplay? Ah, perfect. That becomes a laser if you hold it down. Some suppressing fire I've got in my back pocket here. One to your right, watch out. Okay, bye. Ah, fuck, I lost $1,500 for injuring a hostage. What the fuck? Hey, buddy, how are you? I don't know where that guy is. Delivery. Be careful with that thing. Okay, bye. To your left. To your right. Well, there was two of them there. No, I can see... I don't know. Pretty sure I can see your chats all the time. Unless, were you typing while I was playing that last round with the op? Oh, okay, bye. Jesus Christ. Zigger just destroyed us. Oh boy. Hey, you have enough for a vest. I can look at your equipment. You'll see eventually, presumably. What the fuck? How did that man withstand all those bullets? Fuck you, Luciferius. It's okay, I have my silenced rifle again. And I'm not going to let you take the silencer off this time. I like when they just throw grenades for no reason. Okay, bye. Wow!
Bye.
Destruction of a man. He gave you the business. No, the AIDS is a bot, though. There's a bot named the bot AIDS. I got him. And I got you, but I got him. Alright, this time we're going back out the way we came in. Fuck going that way. We're free men.
Hostage has been rescued. Counter-terrorists win.
What's up, Ultralisks? UED didn't finish his map until yesterday. Well, like, really late yesterday. And he patched it recently to make it, playable. Okay, bye. Flashed.
Terrorists win.
Ziggured. Well, time to come back. Alright, now we're the homos and we have to protect our men. Oh shit, you got a deagle. I'll buy a vest.
I know how much you hate him, so let's do this.
Alright, they're not coming over here. It does not seem like, anyway. Oh, okay. What the fuck? Go get him.
Counter-terrorists win.
Yeah, I know. You could have crouched and gone down that fucking net. English. I got myself a shotgun. What about you? Ah, a terrorist pistol.
Throwing a flashbang. Terrorists win.
Take this gun. It's behind you somewhere. Do you see it? Okay. And yes, platforming in this game is very silly. Looks like they're lower. Joe Rogan was standing on top of the hostage. What a madman. Okay, my gun didn't want to. Fuck! My gun didn't shoot. Dude, we got earthquaked. It's okay, I'll get him this time. I'll surprise him on the way in.
Let's go, guys.
Ah! They're coming. Okay, bye. Get him! Dude, he turned his back to you. Get him. Alright, you can't spray through that. Holy shit! Ah. God damn it, hoop thrower. Yeah, you almost clutched that. It was good. Alright, this time my plan can't fail. I won't be a complete mongoloid. I'll even mute the music. Now I can play with full confidence.
I'm throwing a flashbang.
Oh, okay. What? What the fuck? How was I supposed to see that guy? Wow! I can't see anything over there. Yeah, no kidding.
Still seems like a good idea. Right, guys?
Yeah, there you go. Just one coming, I think. Fuck. Well, that was a close game. Utterly eviscerated, of course. We needed more backup. Veek was playing a fucking league game. SMH. Message error. What is wrong with the Negev crosshair? I don't know. You must have the dynamic crosshair shit enabled. It doesn't look like that for me. I'll show you what the Negev looks like for me as soon as this game finishes starting up again. By the way, Ultralisks, if you're planning on voting, make sure to do so through the reactions and not the razor-backed poll.
Oh boy, pizza.
What the fuck? 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 What the fuck?
Thanks for reminding me to turn that off. I'm glad that Veek voted for multiple submissions. That's not allowed, you dummy. I'm buying a Negev for Wok. That's just a spray pattern. So like, oops. So that happens for all guns. That's never been allowed. Why would it be allowed now? So this gun is down and to the left. So you kind of want to pull down and to the left. Crosshair is just to show you the center of your screen. It's not for any other reason. Yeah, the bots seem better. So my stat changing did work, and they're obviously buying like retarded weapons all the time too, which is nice. But I would like to get them to buy pistols and eventually mod in new weapons and stuff, but it seems like that's going to take a while before that sort of thing is ready. Well, there is no flamethrower yet. I may add one later. Yeah, see you later, man. So yeah, obviously, Chase, it's a bit more fun when you got more people, but that's what Fraud Night's for. I just wanted to test out the changes. So thanks for your help. I'm now going to be right back because I really have to pee. All right, I'm back. Yeah, I have a good time playing bot games. That's my go-to when I'm just looking to relax. Is I fire up some custom map. All right, we've got our stuff together. We've had our distraction. We can go back to this. So let's move this out of our way. As far as layout design changes are considered, if this map was a little bit bigger, or if I had made this piece of base significantly larger, I would have probably considered getting like segmenting this base a little bit with a higher cliff. But I don't think it's all that required anymore. Now I gotta update his thing on Mega again. SMH. I am half of mine to work on something completely unrelated, to be honest. Definitely feeling some, I think it's just like fatigue in general, because I have this sickness I'm getting over and I'm still trying to maintain discipline. That's a struggle by itself.
It's done. It's over with.
I'm invisible to the world.
So what you gonna do now?
Music that I want to make. Music that I think. I'm looking for some real stuff.
I'm scared.
Why are there just random sound samples in here? Why does everybody feel like it's just impossible to have electronic music without these samples? Why? That's forever going to puzzle me. Dragons and all. End thrower. Let me see your votes.
I was blind for a long time. I see now. I know you dreamed. I've been there.
Dude, how do I keep scrolling past it? Alright, I got just too annoyed at the samples. I had to skip the rest of that one. Bye. Actually, I kind of want to go back and look at that poll and see if it's been fucked with anymore. I assume not, though. Yeah, same as always. 102 votes, by the way. Don't think that video got more than... I don't think that video got that many views at all. Let's find out. Yeah, but I'm on ripcord, so... Forgot to publish the mod stream from yesterday. Oh yeah, I was supposed to grab a different thumbnail for this one. There you go. No, that's what I was just checking. It's still 102 votes. The straw poll isn't pinned. The other stuff is. I took that out of circulation pretty quickly upon seeing what had transpired. Pretty psychotic. I don't know how to make a poll not public, so probably. But that's never happened before, so... Excuse me. Hello, Volprera. Which mods are you talking about? Well, I would... First stop I would send you to is the public download page. Make a quick change to this document, actually. Go. So this hosts everything that I've released recently, and everything my contributors have released as well, so play some other stuff. I don't know where you quote this Sibalba stuff. I've never even seen Sibalba. There's an X. An X, man. No problem. Hope you enjoy. No, you. You actually. If only I could stop coughing. What's funny about the timeline? My oh my. That's what I'm gonna say. There we go. Why does this not really snap? Excuse me. Again. How is it more accurate exactly? Like, what makes you say that? Am I being trolled? Yeah, I am being trolled. By myself. Hey. What's cooking? So this random throwaway line contradicts lore information? Is that what you're telling me? It wouldn't surprise me if they retconned Kerrigan and Raynor's meeting to be something earlier than what we saw, like their first meeting, to be earlier than what we saw in the Revolution mission. Would not surprise me one bit. Of course. Well, Artanis was like retconned to be the executor during Vanilla, and yet in Brood War he's called the Praetor, which is widely understood to be a lower rank than executor. But they might just be completely different things. I don't know. Or like equivalents in different fields, like Fleet Admiral is the same thing as 5-star General, or it's not the same thing, but it's like an equivalent. Maybe that's what they were going for. I don't know. Alright, we got our road blends. Throw those in the tile set somewhere. Right here is fine, I suppose. Nice. Okay. How do I make my mods? Well, that's a question and a half. So most of the time I'm building my content around the idea that it's going to be experienced as a campaign. Most people play content in single player, And so I have to build AI support with everything that I do. So even if I want to support something like a cooperative campaign like Hydra, for example, is my big ticket item lately. It's what I've worked on a lot, as well as the Nemesis stuff. It has to support single player, because even though there's the potential for people to play it in co-op, odds are most people are going to experience it by themselves. And so I started out making single player custom campaigns, similar to the original campaigns of the game. And that sort of came to a head with Inconsummate, which was the campaign that I had worked the hardest on, but for sure. And the campaign that taught me the most amount of lessons as far as just pure single-player campaign. So after that, I made a cooperative project called Hydra for Remastered. And I learned a lot from that, most notably that Remastered is not a good platform for custom content development. So I went back to 1.16.1, which is what I made in Consummate on, and I started to work on a new version of Hydra, while also working on a bunch of other projects on the side. As far as how do I make my mods, that completely depends on the mod in question. So I assume that you are talking about the whole project, not just like the mod component of it. Because technically the maps themselves are a significant portion of it, but altogether, if you're asking about that, I start out with an idea for what the story of the campaign is going to be, because that generally informs how I develop the gameplay that the player experiences. And then I try to focus in on what makes that interesting for players to experience, because there's a lot of custom campaigns out there. I need mine to stand out, and I want mine to be compelling enough that I would want to play it, right? And so it has to be good, because my standards are very high, and so if I don't want to play it, then I know I missed the mark in that sense, right? So those are like some key considerations that I always have in every project. I try to make it so that it's a project I want to play, which means it needs to be pushing the boundary in some way. It's a project I want to make as well. It has to be a project that I want to make if I'm going to make it, obviously. So that's another thing that helps me want to make something, is if it's going somewhere I haven't gone before, or exploring some avenue that I haven't explored before. And that's pretty much it. Well, we explain the concept of crow pilling in that stream that you're talking about, actually. So, or the podcast you're talking about. And I also do it in the whatever the dad call was that came before that, which reminds me I have to record one probably tomorrow. That's when I'll do another one. Anyway, in short, I pretty much just build my my mods around the idea that whatever it is I'm going to be doing is interesting enough for me to want to make, and fun enough for players to want to play. So hopefully that answered your question. It has to be both of those things, or odds are I won't finish it. Yeah, well, that's because it's a made-up term. It's basically red pilling, but under a very specific set of circumstances. That concept doesn't really exist in the wild. If you were trying to make your own mods, Volprera, assuming I'm saying your name correctly anyway, there are a bunch of learning materials on my Wikidot. You can go into the Starcraft section and take a look. There's text guides and links to some videos I've made on YouTube a while ago that go through the whole process. So Just food for thought in case you end up being interested. Otherwise, if you want to see how I make my mods now, just keep watching, because that's what we're doing right now. We're working on some projects. And we're doing our best anyway. I'm a little under the weather, so a bit harder for me to stay focused for too long. Trying to get better at that, but not proving as easy as I would like. We'll probably put some dirt doodads over there instead of oversaturating it. Honestly, that Mapcraft map that I made recently reinvigorated my interest somewhat in Hydra. Because obviously I was using the Hydra mod for that. So... I just thought that was funny. What do you mean that is true? That is you. Yeah, in the in consummate document that you have in it says in consummate samples the following tech from the Hydra framework, and then goes through and lists a bunch of the stuff. This is out of date now because I've obviously since added a lot of things. A lot of what Hydra adds are core mechanics to the game that I feel make a significant gameplay improvement regardless of other tech. Although obviously if I were to take all of the tech tree things that you see in Hydra, they're built around the assumption that these systems are going to be implemented, so of course they use those systems more than the vanilla game does necessarily, because I reverse engineer some of the vanilla game and not all of it. But along with this stuff, you'll see that, you know, there's all of the documentation on the new and consummate tech that's unique. There's going to be more unique tech. I don't know if there's going to be new units entirely that are in consummate specific. There will be a race to in consummate that is going to be completely unique to well, it's not in consummate. It's going to be in Zabalba as a whole. But there's going to be at least one race that's going to be completely unique. And I say race sort of like how UED is a different race in Hydra than Terran. It's just going to be a subset of Protoss, but they are going to be completely unique from normal Protoss. We don't have the tech to do that just yet, so until we get extended unit arrays such that we can have additions without replacements when it comes to new units, that will be that'll wait for that, basically. I do need it by the like. It would even be something I would like to use sparingly in consummate itself. So maybe you'll see like a couple of their units as opposed to the whole thing, as sort of like a more of a dynamic event type thing, like creep camps almost. But in the context of them being a force on the field and some small structures of theirs or something, but Even that might be too much, depending on what I want to do with them. I'm still not sure. Zabalba is the overall project name for what Incontinent is a part of. So if you go to the Zabalba thing, you'll see a timeline that explains all of the other campaigns and gives you some spoilers. Eventually, I'm going to have Bloodfest second act renamed to something unique. But spoiling the names only, nothing else. But yeah, so eventually I'll update this as well. I'll do that as part of the update when I get back to that project. What's up, Double Focus? I have considered starting a project in Unreal. I would really only be interested in making an RTS, and there's not a single engine on the market that would be useful for that, because Unreal, as far as I understand, still doesn't support proper 2D. You can do pseudo 2D, and the same is true for Unity, as I understand. You can do pseudo 2D, but it's still running in 3D environments, which would just be crippling for an RTS. There's not a single performant 3D RTS ever produced, as far as I can tell. Not a single one performs as good or better than a 2D one, obviously. And I don't think any of them make a valuable argument. Like, maybe the homeworld games will change my mind on this, but I haven't played an RTS game that was 3D that made a good argument for it being 3D. So I still don't see a reason to upgrade to 3D, upgrade quote unquote. So I would be making it in 2D. That by itself is a kind of a deal breaker. On top of that, there's not a single framework out there in any of either Unreal or Unity that I've seen that promises that you would be able to design a modular system by which you could create your game and your tech tree and all the mechanics within each race and so on and so forth. That's really important for me because I've spent most of my life with the engine of Starcraft, and Starcraft's engine is really bad. It's poorly programmed. It's poorly optimized by machine code, and it's closed source. And the only chance we had at source code got swapped away for an Overwatch game or something. I still get triggered by that, thinking about that. So there's but the bottom line is I've dealt with this engine for a while. I know its ins and outs. I also understand that there's way too much minutia that you have to learn in order to properly demonstrate wisdom and mastery over what it takes to create an RTS. But it's something where I've already learned all that minutia. So there's a bit of a sunken cost thing going on there. In addition to that, though, there's nothing better that I could switch over to. The amount of work that would be required to create a proper engine, or like to take an existing engine and turn it into a proper engine for an RTS, is too high. The other avenue where I would go with Unreal for this, I would never touch Unity, but I would go to Unreal if I wanted to make like an FPS or some 3D game, like a game that would actually benefit from having 3D environments. And it would be first person. It would probably be a shooter. Might be an RPG, I don't know. And it would probably mostly just be to have something else to play on Fraud Night, honestly. Like just a game night type thing. I don't think I would be even close to a commercial product because I'm not a commercial... Like, I'm not able to make a commercial quality product, so I wouldn't sell my shit for money, you know what I mean? So that may happen, but it probably won't happen in 2020. This decade, I will probably open up Unreal and start working on something small, even if it's just to have something to goof off of around every Saturday. But as of right now, I'm still mining StarCraft for valuable insight as to how to design tech trees in an RTS environment, how to make a balanced RTS experience, how to make an engaging RTS experience in a single-player setting, and how to support engaging RTS experiences in multiplayer settings. And that's what Hydra's all about. That's what all my content is all about, is really like maximizing what I can learn in terms of like pursuing the ideal RTS. And the closer I get to that goal, the closer I get to... that alongside making connections with developers and engineers, software engineers, I hope that I will find some people who would be interested in joining me in a small team to program a new engine from scratch. Because that seems like the only way out, as far as I understand. I'm thinking of doing more maps in the universe, which is represented in March of the Empire. Yeah. I mean, map crap is a good excuse for that. So yeah, basically in a nutshell, double focus, I am definitely in a monogamous relationship with StarCraft. I have experimented with Warcraft 3, but the AI in that game is very poorly understood, and that's another game that's very poor in performance. It will actually still slow modern hardware to a crawl, even with before Reforged, when you have more than like 6 or 7 AI running. Trying to get them to build a respectable number of buildings. Like, if you try to give Warcraft 3 AI, you modified the structures, sizes, and the unit sizes like I did in my new game state for that game, and then you try to give it, you design the AI such that it builds up like 12 barracks equivalents, like you would see in a bio match, like a TVZ or in a pro level. You try to design an AI that will do that. If you have more than like 5 or 6 of those running, the game just freezes, basically. And I don't mean freeze because of like a crash or something in the AI code, which also happens. But I mean, like, even if the game is actually technically running, you're getting a slideshow. It's like playing StarCraft 2 with a bunch of AI. And it's just really insane that it does that. So Reforged definitely made that worse. I don't even need to go and test that to figure that out. Nor do I need to buy Reforged, because I'm not doing that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, buy Reforged. But yeah, Veek, if you're interested in learning the kind of programming, maybe you could. This could be something that I could task you with at some point. It doesn't have to be anytime soon, and it can be totally at your leisure. But if you could do some investigation into what you think the best language would be to designing an engine, I think that would be useful. I imagine it's probably C++, but at the same time, there's been a lot of unique programming languages that have come out, or that are being developed. Like Jonathan Blow, the bear blower, the guy who made Braid, I think. I don't know any of his games. I don't necessarily know. I can't say that his games, the quality of his games necessarily indicate the quality of him as a developer. But I know that he has a lot of misgivings when it comes to working with stuff like Unreal and stuff like C++. And he makes pretty good arguments against using them. And one of the chief among them is the fact that he's developed or is developing an alternative that he is so confident in that he designs his own games. He writes his own games in that language. So like stuff like that makes me think it might even start at a lower level. You might even have to write your own programming language before you can make your own engine for your game, if you want to make your own game, which sounds so insane. But at the same time, it would totally fit the fucking mold that I've carved out, where just, yeah, do it yourself if it's not good enough. If nothing is good enough, make it yourself. Like, that's why I started making campaigns and mods and stuff, is because nothing that I played was that exciting for me, and I wanted something that was going to be exciting. So I started getting into that. I was like, all right, I'll make something. It's just really silly. Yeah, language is just an interface. But it's also something that requires a low-level understanding of functions and how programming, well, how machines operate, how computers operate. Because you're literally translating your thoughts and will, your intent, into a program. Is a language that the computer can understand. So, and as far as why Unity is so hated, so there's a manifold of issues with Unity. Chief among them is just performance. Flat out performance is horrible in Unity. And it's also really difficult to optimize, at least as far as I have seen. Perhaps that's just the developers being lazy. I could buy that as well. But I'm pretty sure that this is a widespread issue. So it's also the fact that I would say there's a factor here where you realize that most Unity games are asset flips. So the platform is not only poor for actual game development, but any semblance of game development you could have has just been like thrown to the wayside, more or less, by the actual users of that software, right? So it's not a good look for sure. Another issue with it is definitely security. You can decompile any Unity program to source code, which sounds like it would be good for developers, but there's a reason why you don't want to give everybody all your middleware. And Unity is basically middleware. Like, there's a lot of middleware there. I actually think that, Veek, you would probably benefit a lot from listening to Jonathan Blow's talk on... I can't believe I'm recommending a guy named Jonathan Blow. But I'll send you a link. I'll post it in the YouTube chat.
Launch split.
You. Yeah, I don't know why that happens at SEM Draft. It's really annoying. Yeah, time is no object. That's why I'm living a healthy lifestyle, Chalks. So I can stay alive long enough to make my own engine and game. So I'm really feeling like what we need here is we need the ability to turn this whole thing into dirt. You know what I mean? You're lower than dirt. Watch the Life is Strange playthrough for more information on that joke. What's up, Alexander? Yeah, until I get assassinated by Razorback clones. I agree. Alright, fuck this, dude. I'm gonna go full Tony today. We're just gonna do a lot of custom terrain. Doubling up on Todborne streams. Alright, so here's my blend. My first one. Holy shit. Yeah, like I said, I moved it to Discord reactions, so vote with your Discord account. That way I can be sure no fuckery happened. Uh-oh. What have we here? That got fucked up somehow. Excuse me. I don't even remember which one I got. What's this one? There's still time to not vote for me, by the way. So I do not get pinked. Yeah, this system is not good, man. There's not as rigid snapping as there should be. Like with guides, this was so much less of a headache. What are your what's your ideal game like? Focus. What you're looking to make as far as that is concerned? I guess I never really conceived of that, did I? Like, how is it gonna look? How is it meant to look? Alright, we've made an error here. And I think we're just gonna pussy out of it, to be honest. Oh no, I don't think we can. I think we have to do it this way. Alright, hold on. Alright. Maybe that's okay, actually. I think that works. That right over there. This little shaded bit below. How do I... How do I turn that off? There's like a little bit of shading below it. And that's really distracting. Yeah, personally never found too much value in the idea of leveling units. What makes it compelling to yourself? Because I feel like if you're going to have an RTS that has skill expression, it's kind of hard to do that consistently with something like leveling units. But oh, I see. So it's like you're more about the like trying to make it so that the player has complete control over their stuff, their destiny. Balancing would get real hairy real fast. I have a feeling. Sometimes zoomed out, it's obviously less precise when I do it this way, but sometimes it gives me a much better picture of what's really going on. Yeah, I think the biggest issue when you're playing out of the wheelhouse of the established RTS, like obviously leveling units has been tried before, but none of the Command and Conquer games were particularly well balanced, and I would say Armies of Exego they had like neutered leveling, so I don't think it really is the same thing. I don't know. Like, if you consider the more deterministic, straightforward, balanced RTS games, it's pretty much Starcraft, and there's like a couple of other names that follow. But trying to go too far out of the wheelhouse of what is the accepted convention there's like a much larger margin of error. You'd have to do a lot of testing and stuff like that, which is I a tough sell. But it sounds like you've considered a lot of information about it anyway, so there's a method to that madness, as it were. Right, yeah. Well, I hope everybody, like, one of the optimistic views of the future is that through the power of AI and automation, you'll have and Neuralink and Elon Musk, you'll have the ability to eventually go into just whatever you want to do from that perspective. You know what I mean? Like, you'll be able to just do a whole bunch of shit that you never thought possible before. And I just hope that that is something that can happen. Oh, I just realized. Yeah, one of those tiles should be... Oh. Wait. Never mind, I think it's fine. We'll find out in a second. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's actually fine. Only this one needs to be unbuildable. But yeah, I hopefully that is something that is possible, is all I'm going to say there. Alright, so it looks like this was mostly a no. Yeah. I actually think that the fact that Starcraft had no patches is probably one of the reasons why it's been so good for so long. As they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Though Starcraft is broken, but that's okay. It's better than everything else. Wait, what? Uh-huh. Yeah, I've really confused myself now, man. So it looks like I masked out a bit too much. That's what it looks like. Okay, so I'll fix that later. That should be relatively trivial to resolve. Ah, the lovely 1 pixel offset. Dude, what happened, man? I gotta turn that grid shit off. Back to slices. Fuck this. SMH. Well, a large part of that is unfortunately because the map pool takes on such a heavy duty role when it comes to that. Because Blizzard left the game in such an unbalanced state, map makers had to deliberately fuck with the balance of maps until Terran was basically turbo-cucked. And there was no coming back from that at that point. It's really unfortunate, too, because it didn't have to be like that at all. But what do I do for a living? I work at a grocery store, but it's way better than that makes it sound like. Oh, I see what happened there. So I basically work for a contract company that goes in and gets orders on my... I get orders on my phone, so I have to use my phone for work, which means I get to listen to music or podcasts or whatever. And I basically just get paid to walk around and put items in cart. So I get a good workout. It's like a physical job, which is nice. Makes me tired by the end of the day, but that's kind of a good thing because then I go to bed at a reasonable time. So, yeah, basically it's for people who are too lazy to do their shopping. So I do it for them. Won't get too fancy yet. Yeah, it's part-time. They won't let you go over 30 hours. Yeah, I'm good at it not being full-time, trust me. Hello. There we go. Wow, your 2 to 3 days off must be like mostly recovery. It seems like you can't even really enjoy them. What is this music, by the way? What the fuck? What are we listening to? It's pretty epic, whatever it is. Welcome, Luciferius. Thank you for joining us while you're drunk. I hope you're doing well. Can't eat chocolate? That's not OMAD. That's not paleo. No, it's you, mad, actually. Oh. It's not real chocolate, dummy. What have you got to complain about? My buddy Pete once told me. Alright, let's try that again. Excuse me. Can I ever stop coughing? We may never know. Dogs! Dude, what the fuck? Did Balethal make this song? Dude, we finished it just in time. Flux kicked back in just now after I was finished taking screenshots. That's excellent. That would have been epic if I took those screenshots and I was like, "What? Why are they yellower than everything else?" Oh man, what a mess. Oh. He gave me beer, guys. Oh wait, we're gonna axe all this too. So I guess I didn't need that second piece at all, but that'll be useful for other blends in the future. All right, so now, step 2. All right, I'm afraid I have to move on from this album. Getting destroyed. Uh-oh, more like Cucko. Focus may know a thing or two about this. When in doubt, I would defer to his better judgment. What the fuck? Okay. I guess I'll just assume that that fixed it. I don't know why I assume that, but I do. Too bad it's impossible to automate this process. This one came out okay anyway. I think it's one of those things where we have to just... hit him with the fade. No, I don't think that worked out either. How would I go about doing this? Maybe the upper stuff is not going to work out. That's what I think. That might be the case. Excellent. See, this process is going to take a while, but it'll be worth it in the end. Have a nice looking blend of everything we could ever ask for, more or less. All right. Oh. That was odd. Definitely an issue that I don't know which fucking layer a certain set of pixels is at. Fuck. I'm gonna need to add another depth layer and mess around with a lot of this stuff. I guess I can do that now. Oh, I think this was the depth layer. Yeah. Maybe just painting depth would be enough for a nice rough draft, and then we could tweak individual bits from there. Oh yeah, it's not a mess. Good thing about this is we can just have a low opacity eraser and take that to anything that we fuck up on. We get too aggressive with our stuff here. I am also fairly confident that I'm on the up and up here on this cold. Pretty sure I've defeated it handily. Of course, I say that as an immediately cough. That was to get you guys, though. That was not a real cough. We should I should add black ice as a terrain type. Make it make all your units spin uncontrollably when you walk over it. Or they slowly take damage as they break every bone in their body trying to maintain balance. Falling down to deal damage to themselves. Yeah, this is a better idea. Holy fuck. This looks much nicer. We just aggressively shade out the ice. Obviously, I'm going to continue to make some tweaks on a more lower level, but like fine details and stuff. This simplifies my work quite a bit. Imagine it's like a weapon of war used by certain Terran special interest groups. They deploy black ice traps, and it utterly bewilders their enemies. Could be a customizable equipment or something in your game there. All right. Not bad at all, IMO. Yeah, that's called being drunk, dude. Didn't you know? Or did you forget you were drunk? Actually, if you forget you're drunk, you won't be drunk anymore. Just try to forget. Yeah, there you go. Focus, focus. Lucky that the north-facing cliff edges really don't need any work at all. Looks like they're fine. Maybe some masking updates. That's about it. I just gotta find little bits and pieces here that need to be culled. Need to be made to feel comfortable. I guess that's from the upper part. Just little bits and pieces like that. What's the details behind your name anyway, Focus Focus? How come you named yourself that? Just a personal mantra? Had to remind yourself? Stay focused. Thanks, Rimtech. Appreciate you coming in to spend some more sparks on me. The prank would be on myself. See you later, man. Thanks for hanging, checking in, you know, before bed. Appreciate it. Good luck on your stuff. See you around. Oh, see you around. So you said focus, focus to somebody, and it worked. That's impressive. You found the cheat code to aggressively sharing your opinion. Most of the time, it doesn't work out very well. See, you knew what was going on. And you also knew how to tell it to him, like I was saying. So that's a talent. I'm going to have to use that myself sometime.
Hey there, cats and kittens.
Whoa.
This is Todd Linsky here.
Todd Linsky?
Favorite jams from Fresno to Des Moines. Rocketing up the charts this week to number 13 are the Mugs with their new smash hit, The Straight Up Boogaloo. Can you dig it?
Whoa. That guy is a child predator. Get out of me, sickness. I expel thee into the earth. I don't make it a habit to engage in libations. But if I did, I would definitely not be listening to music like this. All right. Yeah, maybe I would have a different perspective as a drunkman. Libations? Or is it something else? That's a good one. An act of pouring a liquid as a sacrifice, but that's like all old ways of describing it. It's beverage, especially a drink containing alcohol. Libation. I like that. He's been libating. That fucker thinks we can't tell. Oh wow, what a fucking lyric. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I should change his Discord name to Drunk Zephyrus so that he has some recollection. Oh, he did it himself. Very poor timing. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Rebuild my interface, by the way. Alright, well. I say we pop in here and take a look at how this looks. That's what I say. Then I'll sign off, probably. If I have any sense. I'm thinking these cliffs are going to need a border of some kind, but I don't have any ideas right now. Oh, not bad. Definitely needs some cleanup here and there, but not a bad start. Honestly, that doesn't look that bad either. I think maybe some sort of aliasing, anti-aliasing would be good. Good. But it seems to blend fine over here on this end as well. I can't fully test that out, obviously, but... Which one even is that? Oh, it is that one. There needs to be some border there for sure. overall, I don't mind it. Yeah, it really doesn't look that out of place. Like, obviously I don't have all the blends yet, but that seems fine. We'll continue to work on that as time goes on. Alright, cool. So I'll probably continue working on that tomorrow. We'll see. Anyway, glad I could get a little bit more productivity out, and I had fun making Chalks suffer. So that was cool. And dying. Should have saved. All right. I think that does it for me today. Thanks everybody who hung around. Appreciate shooting the shit. We'll be back at the normal scheduled times of 9 in the morning, my time, Eastern time. And that'll be tomorrow and the foreseeable future. So we're still going to be grinding away, still trying to get some work done on Todborne, still trying to remain disciplined and focus on that one project. And see it through till the end. And that is that. Reminder to check out UED Commander's Mapcraft submission and all the other Mapcraft submissions from Season 3, Episode 3, if you haven't already. And that is linked in the Mapcraft VOD, which should be one of the more recent uploads, so check that out. I'll probably record a Dad Call tomorrow as well, so stay on the lookout for that. And that's it. Bye!